Welcome back, fellow trophy hunters and platinum acquirers, or people who just like to watch YouTube videos. Today we take on the infamous Choo Choo Charles for our platinum adventure today. Let's all say Choo Choo! Okay, that was kind of lame. We start off the game by getting a phone call from a man named Eugene. Apparently we're friends, and we haven't spoken in a while. But if we want to help our museum, we'll hunt down this monster for him. Which, a side note, want to keep our museum in business is such a wild thing to go off to go hunt a monster. But hey, you know what? Let's keep it going. Eugene just starts giving us a lore depth about Charles. He's an evil train from the pits of hell. He's a train spider? A spider train? He can be whatever he wants to be. Eugene and the rest of the town people have come up with a crazy scheme on how to stop Charles once and for all. But it all starts with an old wooden shed up on a giant hill. Okay, where is this going? Eugene travels us to a foot race, and Mama didn't raise no quitter, so I beat his ass to the top of this hill, not even breaking a sweat. Beat you, old man. Where you at? Oh, door's locked. What the heck? Well, I'm gonna keep trying to get in. I like that key door hole in him. It's beautiful. Jesus Christ, Eugene, why are you freaking creeping up on me like that? Oh, but he knows where there's a key. Alright. Up the hill, in a different shack is a key. Also, look at this mini-map. It actually looks pretty cool. I like how it shows you where the train is, and it just shows you where all the NPCs are that you can talk to. The one thing I do wish it showed you was where all the paint cans were, but we'll go into that later. So we travel up into the shack, and we get the key that we need. On our way back, the game will let us know that we can check our inventory by pressing the touchpad, which is pretty cool that we can check our inventory at a time. Eugene's excited that we found the key. Now we open up our door and we unlock our first trophy. After I'm done jumping. There's our engine, our train, our caboose, everything that we've ever wanted, and more. Is that a machine gun on the back of it? Eugene seems very happy about this new arrangement. Me and him, we're gonna go places, man. We're gonna take on the world together. We are going to defeat this so-called Choo Choo Charles. Now to check out the train. Nice turret on it. It's also got an upgrade chart, which we'll go over later for the trophy. You need scraps to upgrade it. Your weapon, your armor, and the speed of the train itself. Oh, Jesus Christ, Eugene. You gotta stop creeping up on me, man. But yeah, everything's good. Now we just gotta let it go, and we start our journey together. Is this what it's like having a best friend? They just sneak up on you? Oh, it's so nice. I'm glad that Eugene's by my side. Without further ado, let's begin our journey with Choo Choo Charles. I'm excited. We got my best friend by my side, and we're gonna get this platinum journey together. Wait, that's Choo Choo Charles? Don't worry, Eugene, I got this, man. I got your back. I'll protect us. Also, just FYI, if you're firing too much, your gun will have a cooldown. Don't worry, just stay back, Eugene. I got this. I just got it. There we go. No! Eugene! Why? God, no! Please! Eugene! Stop the train! My friend's out there. I gotta go see him. Eugene? Is everything okay? Eugene? They ripped out his innards. Eugene! This isn't how it's supposed to end. I wish we could still feel like the old days. No, I didn't mean to jump on him. Stop it! Well, with Eugene out, we have to do this platinum journey by ourselves now. Now, this is going to sound kind of checklisty when we get into this, because the game has not too much of a story, but a lot of the optional missions that here are just trophies themselves. So the map is going to be your best friend with your waypoint. Also, when you are traveling through the area, you're going to notice random scrap laying around. Once you see the scrap, just go ahead and pick it up because you're going to need it. I mean, you probably won't need as much as you think you're going to need because a lot of these optional quests give you scrap for a reward, and you'll upgrade. I felt like I was going to have to grind for the scrap to upgrade the train all the way, but you really don't have to do much grinding. Also, you might get lucky and you'll find like these yellow crates that are scattered around, which each one of them sometimes has like 10 to 12 scrap in it. You just have to have the lockpicking tool before you get to those, which we'll get the lockpicking tool up here shortly. In Choo Choo, everybody, we make our first stop to talk to our good friend Tony. Apparently, Eugene's already told the whole town about us, how we're an archivist and we're here to save them and we're a monster hunter and all this good stuff. I just thought that we were just some guy who owns a museum, but whatever. Each character will give you like little updates on like what's going on through the area or what they got going on, and it's not bad. But for our good friend Tony, he just wants us to go dig around in his barn. All right, whatever. You don't have to tell me twice, man. Which also, every time you get like a new objective or something, it will pop up on your map, which is one of the good things I can say about this game is that it does tell you where to go, and like will update your map. You can put a waypoint to see like how far you are from your objective or where you need to go. So it's pretty nice, honestly. And now that we're here, it'll give us we have to collect 9 scrap. Then just like that, we collect the 9 scrap there in the barn. None of it was hard to find. We talk to Tony. Oh wait, we don't even have to talk to Tony. And the trophy unlocks as soon as we get back in our train. So we just start using the scrap to upgrade. Now, before we get on to our next trophy, if you guys have made it this long, if you could drop me a subscribe, give a like for Eugene and his memory. Let's keep him honored. Drop some respects in the chat. Please, get some 7s in the chat for Eugene, please. Love Eugene. Great man. But anyway, now, this next one, guys, bear with me. These aren't all just about gathering scraps, but once we reach Candace, we're going to collect some more scraps from her. Also, another cool little mechanic in this game is that you can change the way that your train goes with that. I just thought that was kind of cool. I wanted to mention it, too, before we got to Candace. There she be, fellas, Candace, with all of her pride and joy. Eugene, like I said, has told everybody about her existence before we even met anybody. But she has a similar quest. We literally just have to go into a barn or her balcony and grab 9 scrap. So, I'm not going to show you it. We're just going to pop the trophy here. If you do, there are notes like around the game where you can get some more information about what's going on, but honestly, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to defeat Charles, and I'm here to honor Eugene. On to the next place. We meet a lovely witch who needs some meat for her stew. And our reward is, yes, you can guess it, it is some scraps. I'm so excited for these scraps. Our train's actually coming along pretty far. Now, the witch does warn us about this monster. If the monster comes near us, we have to stop moving or it will kill us. You'll know he's coming because you can hear the splish splashing. Oop, there he is. You just wait for him to go away, and then you just go back. Once we make it to the island, we get the meat that she wants, and I just... I laughed when I saw this because I was like, what is this? Alright, we bring it back to the witch, and we get ourselves a trophy. Now, the next character we meet, Daryl, is actually really important. I would suggest you get him sooner than later, just because he unlocks you the lockpick tool that you're going to need to unlock chests that are going to carry the paint cans that you're going to need for a trophy, and also scrap that you're going to find out in the wild, just to help upgrade your train faster. But once you talk to him, he gives you a lockpicking tool, and then just tells you to go to the backyard to to pick the lock of the chest that's back there, because he was beating it up all night. If you guys watch my case animatronic videos, then you know how much I just love lockpicking mini games. This one actually isn't too bad. You just have to hit X when you get in the circle. Not bad. It's not like anything like Fallout or what Case Animatronics tried doing, which was just god-awful. But anyway, we unlocked a trophy. Originally, I was going to try to go for First Achiever, but I just didn't really care enough. And that's why I was investing everything into speed at first. That's what you can see. Like, my speed now is at level 8. But I just didn't want to grind it out like that, or play the game on my other account and play it on this account. So I was like, I'm not going for First Achiever after I played like the first hour. Because I looked it up too, and I think the First Achiever got this trophy in like an hour and 9 minutes, and it ended up it took me a little bit longer because, well, we'll go over it later. But here's our first like required mission that we have to do. They let us know that Charles has 3 eggs that we need to get to have a mortal battle with him. She gives us a key that unlocks the area that we need to go get one of the eggs. But before that, we still have a couple more things that we have to take care of before we get there. So we're going to stop by this weapon mission first. Also, too, going for first achiever, you shouldn't like talk to people, but I've been talking to everybody like this whole time, so like you can see there, I like just ignore that guy. Plus, I was kind of like looking for scrap, but then I was like, oh wait, there's like a little thing here. I bet that's all he wants me to do, so I did that. And once you talk to him, he tells you about the weapon that's inside. We talked to him, and he just lets us know that we're genius, even though we didn't even talk to him. But hey, it gives us another trophy, so why not? And it also gives us the bug spray for a weapon, which I don't think I ever even used in this playthrough. We finally make it to the mine that the lady was talking about, where they're keeping Charles's eggs. So, this is where you actually first start encountering like real enemies that are here to murder you. They're all wearing these creepy train masks and are running around with rifles, and if they see you, they will literally just shoot you on sight. Also throughout the game, you are going to find either like these random chests for more lockpicking, or you might just find these out in the wild, or different color paint cans that you can find. And with these paint cans, you can customize your vehicle, well, almost like your vehicle, well, your trainer, which I guess is a vehicle. But there's our egg, we grab it, we just need to escape with our life. I mean, actually, I think you could die too, and the egg will still remain in your inventory. But to be a real badass, you want to leave here without dying. And once we leave the mine shaft, we get ourselves another trophy. But just to show it, we got the green paint can, so now you can start customizing your train with different colors. I mean, it's literally just they slap paint on it and on the turret. So nothing like crazy, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Too bad they couldn't give you like more customization, but it's like a small studio that made it, which also give props to PlayStation for like getting these games on console, because like I watched Markiplier play this like maybe like a year or two ago, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I'll ever be able to get a chance to play this on PlayStation, because I'm still saving up for like a PC, so I'm still doing everything like on my PlayStation, which I probably should just stop mentioning in videos, but still. Anyway, our next optional mission is this guy by the docks. We'll talk to him. He's going to ask us to go retrieve his journal. Literally all we have to do is just go to another part of the map, get his journal, and the trophy is ours. So it's not much stress. So I'm not really just going to show me go get his journal, bring it back. So we're just going to pop the trophy here. That's all you have to do for this guy. Then we make it to the train station, where there is another trophy waiting for us. Of course, it's another fetch quest, but hey, why not go get this other trophy? Get some more scraps, and we can upgrade our train some more. But just so you guys know, sometimes when you're playing through the game, Charles will randomly just spawn and just straight up try to murder you. And it is just frightening when it happens. Just see, look, man, that man just came out of nowhere to mess me up. And it's so annoying, because I really should have just ran into my train, but I was not. But every time you do die, Charles will eat you, and you'll lose scrap. Anyway, we make it up the stairs, and we talk to this creep named Theodore. He says that he's misplaced a blue box, and he wants us to go get it for him. So, we go get the box for him, we earn ourselves some scraps, but more importantly, we get another trophy, and one step closer to avenging our dear lost friend Eugene. And after that last job we just did, we finally have enough scrap to upgrade our speed to the highest that it'll allow us to get to, which is level 10. And then once you reach level 10, like I said earlier, with your speed, armor, and damage level, you get a trophy for each one of those. So I'm just going to pop all three right here. The next person we run into is Sasha. Sasha knows that we're an adequate monster hunter, but she wants to know if we have any dealings with the supernatural. Ghosts? Huh, I guess this game really does have it all. She's talking about drawings that are creepy in the woods, and she wants us to go gather them. Altogether, there's 8 drawings you need to collect for Sasha. However, you're not safe here. This is probably like, maybe I wouldn't say the hardest part of the game, but just really annoying, because you'll just be out here, be getting this, and then all of a sudden the screen will get that, and the ghost is trying to get you. But you also might have to deal with Charles, and he'll show up out of nowhere. But look, there he is. And it legitimately flies me across the map and kills me. Look at this. Boom. Dead. Because I'm flying across. But look at that. You see that? That was the ghost. I put this in super slow motion so you guys could see. I was like, oh, so there actually is like some type of ghost. And if the ghost does get you, it like pings you like somewhere across the map or whatever. But whatever. After we get the 8 drawings and we return to Sasha, we get ourselves another trophy. The next guy that we meet on our terrific journey of Choo Choo Charles, his name is John Smith. Obviously a fake name if I've ever heard one. But he has a weapon idea for our train, and it is a rocket launcher. So all we have to do is go get him the rockets, and he'll make the gun for us. And kudos to the guy who made this game, because he used a lot of different assets and stuff, and I think he did a hell of a good job for, I'm assuming, maybe his first game, or I'm not sure. I didn't really look into the developer that much. Anyway, the door's locked. The only way to get into a steel door is to blow it up, so let's go find some explosives. And there they are in the middle of the area, which I really thought was a trap. I was really expecting Choo Choo Charles to come out here and just kill me again. Anyway, run back to the door, set the explosives, and then we hide for cover. And now with the door blown off, we make our way in, and what do we find? 2 railroad carts, one empty and one filled with explosives. Well, let's do what we do best and set off another explosion to get what we need. Am I right, fellas? Now with the door exploded, we finally get our rockets. We bring back the rockets back to John Smith, and we get ourselves another trophy and a new weapon. And before we go get another trophy, we find this big old watchtower. We climb up it, and we find out that there's this guy named Greg. I never met a good Greg. Anyway, he'll give us another key to a different mine that we need to go to find another egg. But we're not going to get this egg till a little bit further. We're going to go meet somebody who's by a lighthouse first and get that trophy first. So we make it to the lighthouse where we find Claire. Claire is injured from her last encounter with Choo Choo Charles, and she asks if we can set the new breakers for her and get the lighthouse going. And I'm like, yes, I would love to. I would do anything for you and your broken eye, because I love you. So literally all we have to do is just run over to the shack that's like maybe not that far from the lighthouse. And then once we bring them back to the lighthouse, we just gotta solve, I don't even know if you'd consider this a puzzle, but you just put the breakers back on, then you put them back in a special order, and then you turn it on, and the trophy's yours. Now we finally get to meet the lady who the memes are all about. Who is it? No other than Pickle Lady, who really needs her pickles. You can see that she's quite obsessed with pickles. She even has a pickle cave. God knows why they call it a pickle cave. But anyway, let's just go get her pickles, and let's just call it a day. We find the pickle cave, we do some unlocking, some pickpocketing for these pickles, because apparently they are locked up tight. And it literally is just a giant jar of pickles. But there must be somebody else who loves pickles, because who do we see? No other than Choo Choo Charles himself, who comes out of nowhere when I'm just trying to return these pickles to this lady. It's ridiculous. It's like, man, I'm just trying to have a good day. And then this guy just shows up to ruin it. Anyway, we return the pickles to the lady, and we are her pickle hero. Yes. And we get scrap, and we get ourselves another trophy. The next guy that we meet on our adventure is Ronnie. Ronnie wants us to platform our way up this 2 different buildings to get some documents he needs to blackmail the Warren. Or Warren? I can't remember what the guy's name is. But anyway, we need to get some documents for him. So here we are, starting to platform in this game now. This game's got everything, man. Which, I mean, it's not too difficult to platform. You're pretty much just jumping from one building to the other until you get to the top. It's not bad at all. But also in here, there's also another paint can that we need to get. Remember, we're still collecting 11 paint cans that we need. Anyway, once we climb to the top of this structure, so I don't even know what to call them. But once you get to the top, we get the documents, we give them to Ronnie, and we get ourselves another trophy. Just to give like a picture to what I was talking about earlier, sometimes when you're in your train, you'll see that there's a big yellow box, but you need the lockpick to get this. You open it up, a bunch of scrap in there. This is really going to help you upgrade your train to its full capabilities. We find this dude named Gale. He just lets us know, hey, we need to find all 3 eggs, and then when we do find the 3 eggs, we need to go to the central platform to destroy them all. There's a prism that the eggs fit perfectly in, but we don't have all the eggs yet, so we'll do this later. The next gentleman we meet is Paul. Paul wants us to raid the bridge filled with explosives, so when we have our final showdown with Choo Choo Charles, we can nab him, have him chase us across the bridge, and set him to explode. He gives us the dynamite, and then we're off to work. After placing the 8 dynamites on the support pillars, we earn ourselves another trophy. The next person we meet on our lovely journey is Gertrude. And you need to get you a girl who loves you as much as Gertrude loves Bob. Even though he's dead, she still sticks up for him, tells us that we're not as brave as he is, and that if we do end up getting this gun that Bob wanted, we should name it after him. Gertrude, God bless, more women should be like you. Anyway, she lets us know where the rest of the weapon is, so we head there. So with Gertrude's blessing, we end up going to go find the rest of the weapon for Bob to restore his honor. And also, don't forget, we're also trying to, do this all for Eugene, our boy, our homie, the man, the myth, the legend, Eugene. However, I didn't realize that a bunch of Choo Choo cultists would be roaming this area, and they're everywhere, man. Like, they are like at least 10, 12, 14 of them, and you don't have a gun or anything in this game, or if there is a gun, I didn't find it. So, kind of looked me at an ew spot, and there he is chasing me, and I end up dying. Now with the knowledge that I have, we're about to start a gosh darn war with these guys. Oh, already ran over one of them, and I'm just going to keep firing away, man. But an interesting glitch does happen here, and I wanted to share it too, which is really the only glitch I think I've had this whole time. As you'll see that I keep taking damage, but there's nobody around, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I get out of my caboose, my train if you will, and I took damage there too, but I was like, let me, heal up my train first. Let me take a step outside. This man is just chilling on some of my train. Just chilling. Just chilling. And eventually, I don't know if he runs out of ammo or what, but he just stops firing. Oh, there's another guy. We gotta run him over too. But anyway, we'll find a key in this area, and then once we find the key, we'll go in there and get the Bob weapon. But I also want to show you, there's like masks just lying around in their creepy little cult, and there's a wall of masks. Anyway, he's still chilling up there too. I had to make sure, because I was like, that's weird. So with the key, we run over here, we get the weapon, and Bob, we're going to use it in honor of you when we have our final battle with Choo Choo. Bob, thanks for the trophy. Anyway, back to the main story. So we need 2 more eggs. I'm just going to show one of the other eggs, and I'm just going to pop both trophies, because they're pretty much the same thing. You go in the mine, you dig around, you find the egg, you just try to escape and leave, and after you leave, you get yourself a trophy. Nothing too like crazy here, but just wanted to be just transparent and just be like, hey, look, this is what it is, we do this, get the trophy. And I mean, there's guards patrolling and stuff, but it's not anything like, you already saw me do it once, and you're just practically doing the same thing, just 2 different mines. Alright, I got my 11 cans of paint. I've got my 3 eggs. I've done all the optional missions. All that's left is to go put these eggs away, defeat Choo Choo Charles, and get the ending of this game. Let's go, boys. We finally make it. We run up the stairs so greedily, so happy. We're finally gonna do this for Eugene after all this time. Yes. Unlock the door. We earn a trophy. We got the 3 eggs glowing magically. We put them in this weird ass prism, but before we get them all in there, someone tries to stop us. However, Eugene didn't raise no quitter. I'm not gonna hand this egg over to Warren Charles for whatever evil plan he's got hatching, and his cult of train lovers. And there it is. We're unlocking a portal to outer space or hell, or God knows what is going on at this point. He does call us a fool, and we've doomed them all. And then who shows up? Our good buddy Choo Choo Charles. And he gets even beefier and crazy. I thought this was going to make him mortal, but he turns up being like this super god devil creature, out for blood and vengeance whilst we run away. This game is just funny. It's a great time though. Look at that. Man, just tearing him up, eating him. But we run to our train, and we have ourselves one last battle with Choo Choo Charles. Honestly, though, the fight with Charles isn't too bad. If you have everything upgraded, it's not awful, but you should have extra scrap just so you can keep healing your train so you don't die. And like I said, we're using the weapon to, for Bob, but I do switch to the rocket launcher later because it just does so much more damage. He does go through like different phases where he'll start like teleporting like that, like you see that. But it's not hard at all, and it was pretty fun, honestly. It's a good game for what it is. I mean, it was $20, so I mean, probably I'd wait for it to go on sale, honestly. But PSN did rate this like a 2 out of 10, so it's not difficult. It said that it would take you like 6 hours to platinum this. I did it in like 2 or 3, I think 3 hours, but that's because, we're about to go over it after this, but after I killed Choo Choo Charles, I thought that that was the last thing I had to do, but I was missing a paint can. You're supposed to collect 11, but I counted 11, but there was one missing this whole time. You're supposed to have 12. I was so upset when I like beat Choo Choo, and I was like, oh, well, where's my trophy, man? It's because I was missing one of the paint cans. So, I'm still gonna platinum after we defeat Choo Choo Charles, but I wanted to let you guys know that. I had to go back, so that's why, like, when you see, like, the platinum trophy, it won't be the final trophy with Choo Choo Charles, but overall, pretty fun game. Like I said, I'd probably wait for it to go on sale, though. Not that it's not worth 20 bucks, but I don't know. I could see it being like 10 or 12. Kind of like a puppet combo game. I'd say like around that price range. I think it's a little bit more fair. But, I mean, the death animation of Choo Choo is pretty cool. I enjoyed it a lot, and I mean, I really did have fun with this game overall. I'd recommend it to like my friends or something if they wanted to play it. Anyway, there it is, guys. That's the credits. What's this? An after credits scene. Oh my god. Don't tell me. Don't tell me they're gonna make a Choo Choo Charles 2. Are we gonna be blessed in the future? There's one single egg that's left. Yeah, they gotta do something with this. Like, it's a pretty cool concept, great idea. So I'm curious to see where they go with it. But, yeah, there we go, guys. One egg, Choo Choo Charles. Let me guys know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed our time with Choo Choo Charles. With the one glowing egg. Wait a minute. What's that? Jesus Christ. You gotta be kidding me. It's filled with them. God knows what the future has in store for us.